Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and as you can tell by the title of this video, yes, one, I am wearing pink hair. Two, I did do this hair within like 30 minutes of dyeing it. Now constructing the wig, I didn't include it in this video, but if you guys do want to see how I construct my wigs, comment below and I'll try to do a video on that as well. But this is pretty much how the wig looks. If you want to see how I achieve this look, just keep on watching. So you would just want to start off with some warm water, nothing too hot where it's going to burn you. And then I'm just using the Kiss dye in pink petal and rose gold. And then I'm just going to do a tablespoon of each. I think I did about 3 tablespoons at first. I'm going for a very light pink look, nothing too dark. So since I have a lot of water, if I put in a little bit of dye, it's going to still make the hair very light pink. It's not going to be dark how the water is going to turn out. But you guys will see that later on in the video. So here I'm just taking a strand of hair that I cut from the bundles to test out first. You want to do this step just because in case there is too much dye in the water or there's not enough dye in the water to begin with. So just take a little piece from your bundles first to test out. Now that I got the water at the color that I wanted to, I'm just going to go ahead and dip my whole frontal in there. And no, this will not hurt the lace at all. The lace is not going to tint pink. It's going to stay the exact same color. Don't ask me why it does that. I just know it's not going to turn. So I'm just going to go ahead and dip the entire thing in there. It was a little hot, so that's why I'm using a spoon first until it cooled down a little bit. So that's why I was saying just make sure your water is kind of warm. It doesn't have to be too hot. So what you guys don't want to do is this, exactly what I'm doing here. Do not pour the dye directly in there when the hair is in the water. And you're going to see why. I'm going to lift out the frontal, and on the left side of it, it's going to be a little pink line. If y'all can see that in the left corner. So I end up getting it out, but that's just because I poured directly into the water with the dye while the hair was in there. So just don't do that. So after letting it sit for 5 minutes, I just came back and this is what the frontal looks like. It is pastel, baby pink. The pink that I was going for is super light, kind of like a rose gold, I guess. But yeah, I'm just going for this for the super light pink. So moving on to the bundles, I'm just going to go ahead and add more dye. As you can see, I'm not measuring it because at this point I just lost patience for it, to be honest. I was just ready to make the wig. So yeah, my patience is running low at this point. But I just added both of the dye, the rose gold and the pink petal that we did before, and repeated the process. So here's another look at the frontal. As y'all can see, there's no pink dye whatsoever on the lace. I am going to go back later and tint the lace to make it a little bit more darker so the roots can look a tad bit brown, but you guys will see that later on in the video as well. So this is what the frontal is looking like before I go ahead and tint and darken up the lace and the roots. And this is what it looks like after. Looks totally better, way better. And this is the tinting that I used. I used the same method as the watercolor. I put the tint in hot water and just slightly put the lace in there, but as you can see I missed a couple spots there, so I'm going to go ahead and go back and tint it over, and this is what the end result looks like. So this is the final product. All I did was cut the bundles and constructed the wig and blow dried the hair. I haven't styled it or anything yet, but I'm just really loving how this hair looks. Even blow dried, it looks super cute.